tutorial, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a Minecraft server. Now the reason why I wanted to make this video is because a lot of the tutorials I've looked up on YouTube are very outdated. However, there are a couple that are up to date, but a lot of them are like way back when Minecraft was first made with the old logos and such. And so this one is up to date with the latest Minecraft version, which is 1.4.7. And I'm going to be teaching you how to make a Minecraft server on the Mac. I will have a tutorial on how to make one on Windows, but my voice will sound different because the quality in my voice is very crappy on the other screen recorder. So anyways, let's get started. So this one's going to be using Hamachi. So if you don't like Hamachi, Hamachi's very, it works actually really well. It's the best method out there. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to minecraft.net. And it's going to have this, and then you're going to want to go under Buy Now or whatever, and play Minecraft. You're going to want to go to Download. And below here, you're going to see multiplayer servers. Now, this is for the Windows version. You do not want this one. You're going to want to download the Mac version, or Mac OS. I just call it Mac. Wait for that to download. And then you're going to want to create a new folder by right-clicking, if you know how to do that. So we're not going to need this. And you're going to want to, you can rename it to anything you want, but I'm just going to name it something really common like Minecraft server. So that way you can tell which folder it's on. So, yep. And then you're going to want to drag that in here. You're going to want to open it. And you're going to want to double click, and you're going to want to open. And you'll see this. And when it says fail to load, it's not like you're doing anything wrong. It's just that there isn't any real data. And right now it's creating the files. So now we have a bunch of files, and I'll get to that eventually. And when it's done, when it says done, you're going to type in stop so it saves safely. Otherwise, if you don't do that, something bad could happen, and I don't want to talk about it. So we'll just exile that. And you're going to get a bunch of files here, here's a file we dragged in, but this has banned IPS. I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to really talk much about that. Banned players, now that one I will talk about. Ops, this is who's the host, so it's if you want people to use commands, you can type in their gamer tag in here and file save, and it'll let them do that. Server properties, very important to open that. You're going to want to do text edit. We'll get to that eventually. And server log, it's basically of what's been going on in the server, what's been happening, stuff like that. And this is the world. Now, if you have want to do a custom map, I will have an extra tutorial in the link description of how to do Minecraft servers with custom maps. But you kind of have to play with it because sometimes it won't load it, but other times it will. So you gotta get lucky and stuff like that. But some custom maps will just let you just drag the folder in, rename and stuff like that. And so after you've done that, you're gonna want to download a program called LogMeIn Hamachi. And you're going to want to choose unmanaged, and you're going to want to click download now. You don't want to click on Windows version because if you're on Mac, yeah, it's not going to work well. And once you download that, you're going to want to drag it in the desktop and let it run and install it. Don't worry, there isn't any threat or anything to your computer. I've already done this. It doesn't do anything, trust me. And then you're going to open it, and I've already created a network for my other server. But to create you're going to want to create another network. You're going to want to go to, make sure this is right here. You're going to want to go network. get that out of here actually. And you're going to do create a new network. It's going to ask for a network ID, a password, and confirm password. This is just like retype it if you didn't know that. Now for network ID, you can name it like anything you want. So I'm just going to make like Minecraft server, and I'm going to do a simple password 1 2 3. And you want to make passwords simple because you don't want to do like 899975 whatever kind of thing. So you're going to want to create it. Now this can actually happen where the name's already been taken, like other people could have done it, so you kind of have to play with it a little. So yeah, just give me a moment. There, I'll just 3.3.3.33. Yeah, whatever. So this is a network, and if it shows green, that means it's up and running. And make sure like everything's running. This is the power button, and you're gonna want to click on that, and then it'll start up everything. And this right here is your IP address, and we'll get to that after that eventually. But right now, let's go back to these files. Let's take a look at server properties, and you're gonna want to open it with text edit. It should come with your computer, but I don't know. I'm not like, I can't like predict the future or anything of what happens, but it should come with it. So we could just exit out that. We're not going to worry about that for a little bit. Now these are like server properties. It's basically like what you want your server to do. So it's like spawn stuff. Like, you want there to be hardcore? Do you want there to be PvP? Stuff like that. And let's go to like difficulty. So these are, there's like, you know, the 4 difficulties. There's peaceful, easy, medium, and hard. Well, 1 equals easy, and 0 equals peaceful, and then 3 equals hard. So to do that, you're going to need to like peaceful, you just type in 0 and no space, and then want to do file, save. And you always need to do file, save if you make any changes. If you don't, then you just can exit. But you always want to make sure you file and save, otherwise it will not do anything. Now, game mode, 0 equals survival and 1 equals creative. So let's just say we're going to do a creative world. File, save. Yeah, you have to do like file, save every time. Max players, you can have as many players as you want. However, I just want to point out, with Hamachi, it only lets you to a maximum of 5, including yourself. The reason this is for the free version, but if you wanted to like buy it, it'll allow you to have more people, like I think unlimited, but it does cost like monthly fees and stuff. But this is like if you have like only like a couple friends and you want to like have survival stuff like that, this be like really perfect for that. But if you're like wanting to make like a huge server, I don't want to like get into your financial things. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for that. But if you have like want to do like survival, this is like perfect. Server IP. Now this is when this comes up. This is the server IP for your computer. This is actually for mine. It's not like any. This is just for mine. It's not for like you guys either. It makes up a server IP for each person. So if you're gonna want to like do that, copy IPv4 address, and you don't want to put level C. You want to do server IPs. And yeah, I don't know why that came up. Yep, and you want to have no spaces for any of those changes. And you actually don't have to do 25565. You could just do that for optional. But if you want to do that, you do semicolon 25565. But I actually tried it without it, and it works. But it might not work for other people, but I don't know. You never can tell. Spawn monsters and stuff. If you don't want it to do something like spawn monsters, you just do true, or if you don't want to, false. Just file, save. View distance is like how far you want to like see. And level seed is just like if there is a like specific seed you like, you can type that in. And so I'm just gonna save it twice. So now you probably know like how this works and stuff. Like nether, if you want there to be a nether, you could be true, but not false. Now let's get out of that and ban ops. This is where if you want like the host, so I'm just gonna type in mine, and you want to do file, save. But the other way you can do it is by loading this up and typing it in this area. You can also do that. And for world, now this is if you have like a world you like, you can just drag this out or move it to trash, and then you have to insert it, but you also have to name it world. Now I know that's kind of weird, like why you have to do that. It like takes the map that says world. I don't know why, it just does. But you can change it in server properties, like level name. This is how you can change it. If you want to change the name, like just say Creeper Survival, you could type it in here, Creeper Survival, file, save, and it'll change it. So if you were to like load this again, it would make another world. And so now that you've kind of figured out how this all works, let's go and load this. See, it's preparing the world, and it should be quick sometimes it won't. Now, to connect to your world, this is kind of like the tricky part, because sometimes it like says you can't for like other tutorials. Like I've tried other tutorials and I've done it like all the way through, so I'm just gonna like delete that original server. Now, what you're gonna want to do here is you're gonna want to type in the server IP, and which is here. And to do that, like if you want to just copy and paste, you do Control V on your computer. And so I'm just going to do direct connect. You can also add the server, and you can name it whatever you want. So you're going to do join server, and there you go. And it did exactly what I told it to. I wanted it in creative. I don't think it matters if it's on peaceful or not. As you can see, it's in creative, and it worked. So I'm going to teach you some other facts about this. You have to have this running, otherwise the server won't be up. And you also have to have this running too. You have to have both of these running at the same time. And to stop your server and like just stop it, like if you're going to bed and you don't want to play anymore, just type in stop. It'll save everything, and it should like come out like that. Well, that will conclude my tutorial. So if this was helpful for you, leave in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe for my other tutorials, because they will be very helpful. And yeah, that is about it. So Brad is signing out, and yeah, that's about it. So bye guys.